party people, welcome back to the channel. I don't know how crazy I look right now because I haven't looked in a mirror, so hey, I'm sitting here in my little crop top thingy me bob, so I've covered myself with the top. It's too hot. I'm too hot to put a top on right now, so I'm not going to put a top on right now. But hey, welcome back to the channel. I'm SAABIRAH, and today we're going to do another chatty video where I sit and talk to you guys about stuff. I say stuff, the topic is mental health. We're going to be talking about mental health today, but I was like, should I do my hair or should we colour in together? And I'm just like, I'm not sure because I need to braid my hair, but I also can't be bothered, but I also want to do colouring in, but at the same time, it's not that I don't want to do colouring in, it's just not, I'm not gravitating towards it. So what do we do? I don't know. Maybe we can do both. Maybe I can braid my hair first and then we can colour in. Yeah, let's do that. Maybe we should do that. I don't know. Anyway, welcome to the channel. Welcome back if you're subscribed and if you've been here before. Apologies for not uploading yesterday. I don't have like the community tab thing on YouTube or anything, so if you ever want to know about updates and things like that, it's always going to be on my social media, Instagram, Twitter. So I did post on Instagram that I was taking like a week off of creating content and posting content, so yeah, I haven't shared anything last week and I'm not going to share anything this week. So when you're seeing this, as I'm filming this, I've not posted anything new on my channel or anything like that this week, so you're gonna see this the following week. I don't know if that even makes sense, but yeah, I'm gonna create some content and get it ready so that it's ready to be put up. So yeah, we're gonna talk about mental health because it's a lot at the moment, so let's talk about it. Hey peeps, so I thought I'd do a voiceover because in the video I didn't know what to say. I felt a bit uncomfortable having this conversation out loud whilst there's like a background noise and stuff like that, so I thought I would just do a voiceover. But yeah, there's my little vitamins, iron and a vitamin D with turmeric. This is stuff I'm putting in my hair. I'm going to leave it in the description box. But yeah, I thought I'd just braid my hair, actually do something to it. When your mental health isn't great, you do like neglect certain parts of you. So yeah, I actually decided to braid my hair instead of literally like sweating in it and laying in it all day. Because if I'm being honest, all I've done is like lay in bed, play Sims, lay in bed, play Sims, and do the bare minimum when it comes to eating and caring for my needs. But yeah, that's part of kind of where I was, or where I'm at. To be honest, I'd be lying if I said I've really moved past this, because I haven't really. But I think I've got therapy later, so I'm gonna speak in therapy. Hopefully I'll feel a little better, get some things off my chest. But yeah, I think when we think about mental health and we think about needing a break, we probably put a little time limit onto it. Like, okay, I'm gonna take this amount of time. I'm gonna take a week, I'm gonna take a month, I'm gonna take some time. And realistically, I don't think we ever give ourselves enough time. But also at the same time, there's a lot of pressure of like, yeah, but you can't do it forever. You can't be on a break forever. You can't not be productive and not do anything. I say with quotation marks because what is productivity? But yeah, I think part of me is struggling because I'm trying to rebel against the norms. I don't want to be part of hustle culture. I don't want to be like, grinding when I'm not physically, mentally, spiritually, anywhere where I want to be. So part of me is just like, fine, I won't do anything then. I'm just not going to do anything because I don't adhere to getting through it and struggling through it. I don't believe in any of that. I want to be intentional. I want to be present when I'm doing anything. I want to give my undivided attention to anything that I do. And I think lately I've had no interest in doing anything. So I've been focused on the things where I am interested in and things that I want to do as opposed to things I feel I need to do, which some could say is not realistic. Some could say it's not me being a very good adult, because we tell ourselves, or society tells us essentially, we have to do the things we don't want to do. And part of me is just like, do we though? There are some things that, yeah, I get it. And there are other things that's like, yeah, but at what cost? At what point do we say, actually, this doesn't even benefit me? This isn't taking me anywhere. I might as well just do something else, or do something where I'm actually going to enjoy myself and put time into something that I feel like I can get a good outcome out of, instead of doing things for the sake of it. I'm big on trying to be intentional, and sometimes that's hard to do. Sometimes that's hard to essentially practice what I preach. As much as I want to be intentional, there are times when I'm doing things just because I am in
that headspace, and I'm not thinking ahead, or I'm not thinking, what do I want from this? What do I want right now, right here? But at the same time, I remind myself that I'm human, and I'm gonna do things that I'm gonna be annoyed about later. I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna do things that I question, and I'm gonna have to learn from them. And part of this journey is about learning from the things that we do, the things that we don't do, the things that we do right, the things that we do wrong. But yeah. Also, I found this video so uncomfortable to watch because this was one of those days where I was feeling really out of it. I felt quite drunk, and I was in the last week of weaning myself off of my medication for my anxiety. And I spoke a little bit about that on my Instagram. But yeah, earlier this year I decided to go on medication for my anxiety. I started off with 10 milligrams of citalopram, then I went up to 15 milligrams of citalopram. And after a while, I just felt like I didn't want to take it anymore. I just got to the point where I was like, it's just making me anxious thinking that every day at the same time I've got to take this pill, that I feel like I'm just taking it for the sake of it. I did feel a difference in the beginning, and I was able to ride that high, which you'll probably see from like the consistent content I've been creating.
So my hair is done. My mum said she's gonna sit out in the garden for a lunch break, and I think I might go outside and colour, because otherwise I'm just gonna be sitting in my room all day. So get your colouring book, get your colouring pencils, pens, anything. If you don't have like an adult colouring book or just a colouring book anyway, maybe just get some paper, get a sketchbook, get whatever, so that you can get involved. We're just gonna chill, chat, get creative. Good soup.
And then it got to the point where I just wanted to stop, essentially. I just didn't want to take the medication anymore, and I was trying to practice intuition. I'm trying to practice listening to myself, listening to my needs. So that's when I decided to stop with the medication. But it also meant that I had to now go on this whole new journey of being without my medication, really feeling through my emotions, really getting to the root causes of things, which I'm trying to do in therapy. I'm trying to be a bit more open so that I can actually get to the deep root issues and ignore my hair because it doesn't look sexy, but it's braided and that's all I needed right now. But I thought I would go outside to do some colouring in. It was a nice day, and it was important for me to do something creative, but also something to just get lost in. I wasn't really happy with the way this turned out. I felt like I wasn't really in it. I feel like I chose the colour and I was like, oh, I wish I didn't choose that colour. Then I was kind of beating myself up a bit internally, but we move. It's supposed to be a joyful thing. It's supposed to be a good thing. So I'm not really supposed to be attacking myself about something that's supposed to be enjoyable. But yeah, I think it's important for me to try and be present, but it's also important for me to figure out what is it I need right now. I don't think often we think about our needs. Like, what is it if we really sit down and ask ourselves, what do we need right now? And some of the things I feel I need, I'm a bit uncomfortable to even say out loud because I feel like I can't get those things, or I feel like my needs probably wouldn't be met, which is quite sad to say out loud, but essentially that's how I feel. So if that's a similar case for you, then I think it's important to kind of think about your needs. Think about probably why you feel like those won't be met. Is it completely down to you? Is it because your needs kind of mean that you have to rely on someone else for something? And for me, that's kind of difficult to do, you know, when you're constantly trying to be the strong one, or you're trying to be in a good place. You want to be able to support other people, but you also understand that you can't give from an empty cup. And I have all these wonderful sayings, and I have all these things that I say on my blog and on my social media about mental health and, you know, looking after yourself. But then when it comes to me, I'm like, oh, I'm struggling. So it's really important to practice what you preach, and I'm trying to understand what that looks like for me. But yeah, that's a process in itself. But I just wanted to speak to you a little bit as like, if you're taking time away, if you're taking a break, if you need some time away, if you're trying to figure things out, if you're in a new space, if you're doing something different, if you've made a big change in your life, then it's okay for you to take some time for yourself. It's really hard to not beat yourself up and be like, okay, by now I should have it together. By now I should be doing this. By now I should be doing that. But Essentially, that's how the world essentially wants us to be. They want us to constantly be stressed. They want us to constantly worrying about tomorrow, the next day, the day after that, because it's profitable. And I don't want to get into it too deep because I don't know, some people might not agree, some people might not understand or whatever, but I think to some degree you got to understand, like, who does it benefit? Does it benefit you, or does it benefit someone else, or does it benefit something else? So yeah, just be aware of where your time and energy is going, and try to embrace taking time for yourself. It's okay to take time for yourself. If you need to switch off, if you need to take time away, you need to take a break, do so. It's important to do that. It's hard as it is. Let's not make it harder for ourselves.
Hey guys, I am editing the video and I just realised that the outro was filmed terribly, the lighting was rubbish, and yeah, it was just fuzzy, and I feel like I could do a better one. But yeah, thank you for watching the video. I'm going to do a voiceover on the kind of parts I was doing my hair and also when I was colouring in, just because there was a lot of background noise and I feel like I couldn't really have this conversation like in the garden. I just felt like it was a bit awkward, and then also just to have that conversation like here in my room when there's noise around me. It's pretty quiet now, but I just felt like it would make more sense for me to just do a voiceover on top of them. But yeah, let me know what you think of that. Let me know if you like the idea of, well, not the idea of it, but if you liked how it turned out, or if you want me to do more videos where I'm actually talking to the camera, because I know it's probably better if I am talking to the camera, but I just feel a bit uncomfortable having a conversation like in my garden and also in my house, especially because my mum works from home. I didn't want to have any of the details that she's saying in the background of this video, just obviously keep everyone's privacy, but also just so that it's good quality. I don't want to have any background noise in the background whilst I'm talking to you guys about, you know, a pretty important topic. So it's easier for me to do a voiceover because I can wait until it's really quiet and I can do the voiceover then and be a bit more relaxed about the conversation as well. So yeah, hopefully you like the way it turns out, and let me know if there's anything else you want to see. I also want to say a huge thank you to everyone who's subscribed recently. I know it's definitely to do with the fact that I've been more consistent, so I really appreciate you subscribing. Again, if I ever am not here, it's normally because I have shared on my Instagram and my Twitter that I'm taking a little break. That's what's happened the past few weeks, so you will see videos from now on because I'm back and I'm, you know, getting back into the flow of things and everything like that. But if there's anything you want to see, let me know, and please do give this video a like, leave a comment, let me know what you thought of the video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.